my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Kelly Callaghan. I am a beauty business mentor and Sunless educator here at Spray Tan Class. And today, I'm answering your questions. Again, my name is Kelly Callaghan. I have an Instagram handle at @Iam_KellyAnn, as well as at Spray Tan Class. And I just asked a question to my audience maybe about 45 minutes ago, asking them to open up, be vulnerable, and ask me anything that they wanted to in regards to Sunless marketing, operations, business, whatever, because I really wanted to film this for so long and I've been not on the YouTube train recently. So this is the first video I'm actually doing in so long, and I'm so glad to be back because this is where my heart is. I love doing these videos for you guys. So before I start, make sure that if you want to see more content regarding spray tanning, marketing, beauty, business, mentoring, anything like that, go ahead and subscribe and like this video if you love it long time, just as much as I do. All right, so I have a couple of questions from our Beauty Business Babes Facebook group and the Instagram handles that I just gave you. The first question is from Coco Glow Bar. Gracias, Contessa. And it says, what are the top 5 must-haves before you open up a sunless tanning business? Whew, that's a good one. I love this question because, as most of you guys know, the sunless tanning industry does not have any regulations for the most part. So what that means is that anybody could essentially just buy a gun, buy some solution, and call it a day. Call themselves a spray tanning artist. But if you're going to start a business and you really want to take this seriously, there are a couple of things that I definitely recommend that you start with. One, get educated. Get educated, get educated, get educated. I cannot express this enough how important it is for you to become the professional that you need to be for your clients, right? If I'm going to someone to get a spray tan, my nails done, my hair did, anything like that, I expect them to have proper training. Make sure you do your research. Don't go with the cheapest option of training, please, because you get out of this business what you put into it. So if that means investing in yourself to get properly trained with business, marketing, operations, technique, unbiased solutions, reviews, that sort of thing, I definitely recommend learning from somebody who has what you want, what you envision yourself having. So for example, if you want to start a business, a sunless business, and you eventually want to get a storefront, or you want to start, doing whatever, have that person in mind because that's who you want to learn from. That's who you want to get a mentorship from. If somebody's been in the industry for 15 years and is not growing, I wouldn't suggest, learning from them. So that's one thing. The second thing is try different solutions out. There is no perfect solution ever. And depending on your client, they're probably going to want, to get customized solution for their particular skin type and skin tone. So definitely try out different solutions. Most brands offer a free sample, or maybe you just pay shipping for it, or a very cheap sample. So I can't speak right now. So go ahead and check them out. Some of my favorites are, of course, Obsidian, which is a solution I've created at spraytanclass.com. It's a really dark solution, so if that's something that you feel like your clients would want, that is what I would recommend for a dark solution. Other than that, I love the Unfiltered brand. Those are the ones that I would be willing to just kind of have you maybe check out and see if you guys like it. Definitely do your research. Again, like I said, ingredients are important, and make sure that you're asking for feedback from your clients. The next thing I would say is get the proper licensing. So don't start a business without getting a business license or getting insurance, or really properly understanding what a sole proprietorship is versus an LLC, that sort of thing. Do your research. You guys can contact the small business division in your area to get some more information for your particular city, regulations and all of that good stuff. Tip number 4, just a personal opinion. I don't think that equipment is something that varies very much, if that makes sense. I don't think that there's, very much difference between equipments that I personally have used. I personally love the Apollo Mini Mist. It's very light. But of course, do your research when it comes to equipment packages and that sort of thing. You can also check out our packages at spraytanclass.com. I would say a lot of people get stuck on what type of equipment to get, you know, and the one thing I will say is that aside from the equipment, you really want to check out what type of gun is included. I wouldn't go the cheapest route again, but also contrary to that, I wouldn't buy the most expensive thing, because when I first started, I actually got the Apollo Mini Mist, which is on our website, as well as the Mighty Mist, which is, so basically the Mini Mist was $320, I think. The Mighty Mist was like $800, something like that. And honestly, I use the Mini Mist a lot more than I use the Mighty Mist. So you don't have to go crazy expensive. Expensive doesn't mean necessarily it's better. It just depends on you and what your goals are. And so when you take our course at spraytanclass.com, if you take the online course or the in-person course, you do get a 30-minute free consultation, so that way we can kind of go over your specific goals. Number 5, learn how to market. Oh my gosh, I cannot say this enough. Mindset and marketing is most of why I feel like I am successful at what I do. A lot of people kind of disregard the marketing or mindset piece, and I just took a lot of Tony Robbins' class. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the #1 speaker in the world. He's a super crazy, amazing, successful mentor to me. And what I've learned is that 80 to 90% of what our success is, and that reflection is based upon our mindset and the way that we're marketing ourselves. The technique, the actual technique, I think we get so stuck on being perfect, which, by the way, let go of perfectionism too, because it's never gonna be perfect. And don't wait to start, just take the leap of faith. Those are just a couple of tidbits for you, but it's not all about the technique. In order to become a really great business owner, you have to learn how to market yourself, and that's gonna take time, it's gonna take training, it's gonna take effort, and success isn't built overnight. So if that's what you think is going to happen, I highly, highly recommend that you think of this more as a marathon instead of a sprint. So I hope those 5 tips help. Let's see what else we have here. The next question is, what are your top 3 favorite solutions? This is from Evolution Tans. I've already answered 3 of them. So Obsidian, Perfect Glow, actually 4 of them. Unfiltered Tan, Lavish Tan, and Black Magic. Those would be the 5 that I would look at. Who inspires you? Whew, okay, so because I'm going into this role of becoming like more of a motivational speaker, a beauty business mentor, somebody who loves to be on stage and educate women and help empower them and help them really step into knowing that they can be incredibly powerful. They already are, it's just a matter of tapping into that. I really want to build confidence within our community of women, because I feel like a lot of cattiness and a lot of the things that maybe don't feel so good are out there, and I would love to be the light. I would love to be the light and to share all of my love and support and knowledge with all of y'all. So being that I want to be on stage, and that's where I kind of envision myself going, I would say that Gabby Bernstein is a huge inspiration to me. She is absolutely amazing, and I would say Rachel Hollis as well. They've been able to grow their businesses, and it just seems so real and authentic, and just like I could breathe and read all their stuff and, you know, consume all their materials and just love it all. I love all of what they're all about. So those would be the 2 that come to mind. Next question is how to outsource Instagram without paying big bucks. I would say that the best thing that I've done for my business is delegate. I know that the things that I really don't like to do, I need to either get rid of completely, or I need to delegate it because it's not getting done. And if it is getting done, it's not getting done right because I'm not passionate about that part of the business. So what I have done is I've hired people off of Upwork, I've hired people off of Fiverr, and I've also done internships with people that have helped me as I've helped them. So those are the 3 ways that I personally would start delegating some Instagram work if you are not feeling called to do it. What is the best and most simple way to get new clients? This is from Charlene_Noel. Okay, the best and simple way to get new clients. That is going to depend. That is going to depend where you're at, geographically speaking, whether you're in a bigger city, a smaller city. I say that the smaller cities, there's a lot of community there, and there's a lot of face-to-face interaction, word of mouth type of referrals. So you want to get out there, you want to talk to people, you want to do face-to-face, you want to network, you want to learn about other business owners, and always come up from a place of wanting to help them first. Always come from a place of wanting to help them first. Like, don't go out and think, this is for me, this is going to be something that's going to benefit me. What you want to do is make sure that you're adding value to people's lives, because if you're not, no one's going to want to help you. You cannot be selfish. So you have to go out with the mentality of, how can I serve? How can I become better? How can I influence this person's life or enhance this person's life in a positive way? And a lot of people ask me, like, why do you do free content? Why do you do these YouTube channels? The podcast, Wake Up to Level Up, the live event, Wake Up to Level Up, the Slay the Spray tours, like, all of it's kind of intertwined. I give a lot of free value and a lot of free content, but the reason why I do that is because if I just asked you to pay for my shit, like, you probably wouldn't do it, right? I mean, so you have to think about, what kind of influence are you having on somebody else's life? You have to think about, how am I contributing to the community, right? Don't think of this as a take. Think of it as a give, and then watch all of the magic happen, because it's all energy. You put good energy out there, you'll get the good energy back. I can guarantee it, honestly. So that is going to be my suggestion for smaller communities. Now, if you live in a bigger city, online marketing is going to get you where you need to go. So Yelp, Google My Business, Facebook, reviews are huge, so you definitely need to start asking for reviews sooner than later. Even if you're brand new into the industry, start asking now. Start cultivating relationships with people and following up with them and asking them the next day, like, hey, Sasha, did you love your spray tan? I'm so glad that you were able to come in. It was so great meeting you. Like, whatever you want to do in order to, like, build that rapport and build that relationship with them. Because then, one, they're going to know that you actually give an F about their service. And also, it's going to be an opportunity, and sometimes this is scary to ask that, but it's going to give you the opportunity to either understand that you're doing things really, really well, or an opportunity to learn from any type of mistake that may have happened, right? So in order to become your best self and your best in terms of being a sunless artist, or even a makeup artist or hairstylist, you really need to open up and ask the question, how was your service? I just want to follow up with you, make sure everything looks good and you feel good and all of that good stuff. Come from a place of wanting to help always. Online marketing for those bigger cities for sure, 100%. All right, so I have a minute and a half. Oh my gosh. Let's see, let's pick one last question. Okay, this is not really a question, but it's kind of just something that I want to talk about. The importance of educating clients for results, which equals no or little complaints. This is from Mint Tan. Cherie, I love you. Yes, so this is a great thing to just kind of put out there, is you need to do your part in educating your clients on how to prep their skin, or how to prep whatever it is that they're doing or that they need to do before seeing you at the appointment. If you're not doing this and you're just kind of like assuming that they know, that is going to be bad. It's going to be bad for everybody involved. So make sure that you're telling them, educating them on how to prep their skin, what to expect, so then that when they come in, they're ready to go, everything is good, and you can go ahead and spray tan them or offer the service, whatever service you do. And then from there, educate them on how to maintain that spray tan, so that way they feel good about it, they feel confident, and you have little to no complaints, right? Because again, reviews, super important. Your reputation depends on it. So I'm gonna head on out. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Make sure you like it, subscribe below, and I love you all a long time. I'll see you guys on the next episode.